Okay, so it is Thursday morning. So I'm almost done with my 4th week on the GLP-1. I did do a like in-home body scan thing with my special scale. I haven't lost any weight this week, which is not good, but I also did gain like a 1/4 pound of water because my scale water, it does all that too. Anyway, and I have been working out, so that's what I suspected. And then also just being a little more constipated than usual. But I'll also have like super active days where I work out for like an hour and do 10,000 steps. And then the next day I get like a mile or less. But what I have noticed with me, how my brain is operating, is that if the first thing I do when I get up in the morning is go for a walk, then I will get my 10,000 steps easily. Like, I'll just be motivated to keep doing exercise throughout the day. And I think it just helps clear the brain and all that stuff too. So it's good for you. So I make myself a deal that I just have to walk to the stop sign. It's a 5-minute walk there and back. If I do that, I'm great. That way, if I'm sick, I can still walk for 5 minutes. And then that'll make it a daily routine. So that was my plan. But then you feel really good when you get there. So then I'm like, well, I might as well go to the end point of this street where I turn around before the dogs are that bark at you and run up across the road. Anyway, so I went down there. And then I came back and I was like, well, now I want to get to 30-minute walk. So I'm going to keep walking until it's where I'll get 30 minutes. And then I was like, well, now I'm close to the other stop sign, so I might as well go to the stop sign. And then I was like, well, I still feel good. And now we have over a mile, so I might as well go to 2 miles. So then I go to the other stop sign, and then I turn back around, and then I'm like, okay, now I'm only 0.5 miles away from 3 miles, and I'm like 5 minutes from an hour. And so I just kept walking back and forth on the street, like go a couple houses and all that stuff. So anyway, so I got 3 miles in an hour and like 6 minutes or something like that. So anyway, feeling really good because that means I have 6,600 steps, and my thing said I already burned almost 700 calories during that walk. I wonder what my heart rate is now. I just did a very easy walk, but it's super hot out, so I'm like sweating and everything too. I'm trying to push my button. My heart rate's already went back down to 109. But I just got back in. Anyway, I also drank half of this, which is good because I don't think I've been having enough water. So that's another thing that I was like, I need to make this a routine. And then my breakfast this morning is going to be my usual, my little fruit plate. So this is going to bring me to 7.4 grams of fiber. And I need to get to like 28 grams by the end of the day. So yeah, I'm starting with fiber for the breakfast. Fiber and some protein. So 33 grams of protein and 450 calories total with the overnight oats. Okay, it is 84 degrees outside and it says it feels like 94. There is a heat index advisory. I do have asthma, which makes any extreme weather conditions, whether hot or cold, harder for me. But I did really good this morning, like an hour ago. It's almost 11 o'clock. It was like 10:53. So I need 3,000 more steps to get to my 10,000. So I was like, let's get that done before noon. I finished my breakfast, watched a little bit of one YouTube video, and then I started editing for a client. So I edited one chapter, which was 10 pages, double-spaced. So yeah, now I just want to get in the 3,000 steps, which will take me 30 minutes, and I have the perfect little route that is like right at 25-30 minutes. So that is my plan. I am also going to be listening to A Good Person, which I started this morning, and during my morning walk, I got like 11 chapters in. So I'm excited to listen to some more of that. And then I'll edit another chapter. So one of the things that I want to kind of make a routine is that, yes, do the morning walk, but then also after every meal, go for a short walk, even if it's just the 5 minutes, because when food sits heavy, I don't want to do anything. I get really lazy and I'm just like, chill, you know. So if I walk a little bit, it also helps to lower your blood sugar and keep your glucose levels more even if you take like a 10-minute walk after your meals. So that is what I'm doing now. So I'm doing a minimum of 10 minutes, but my plan is just go ahead and do the 30 unless the heat starts to really get to me. Listening to the audiobook definitely helped this morning because it kept me entertained. And yeah, so A Good Person. It's really good so far. I just had a feeling I was going to like it based off of the cover. It's dedicated to Gone Girl because it's like an unlikable character. But, you know, despite her being a bit unlikable, I actually do still like her because she feels real. Like the parts of yourself that you wouldn't expose. And in her narrative, like you're hearing her inner thoughts. And so I like it because, you know, your thoughts don't necessarily reflect your actions all the time. So she does come off as like a good person, but inside, not quite as much. She's definitely got like the main character syndrome. But I like it. It's entertaining and interesting. So anyway, that is what I'm listening to. Yeah, I think I am going to try to go back to daily vlogs because I just feel like I've lost my sense of accountability. And when I had the most progress was when I was daily posting these vlogs. So I think I just need to like do that. Plus, you know, you tell yourself you don't have a lot of time or whatever, and it was a bit much, like when I was doing the singing lessons and the piano and all that. But also it kept me really on track, like not just with the physical stuff. Well, my thing just buzzed. I got to my 7,500 steps. But I'm going for 10. Anyway, 75 should be my minimum because that's when you get the health benefits of walking. Is that's like 7,000 steps. So there is science behind that. Anyway, yeah. So I was having the most progress, and it was not only keeping me on track with like exercising and eating, but also, like, I was playing the piano and stuff. So I've kind of let a lot of my hobbies slip. And I feel like if I'm trying to make an entertaining daily vlog, it will get me motivated to do those things that I've let slip. Like playing the piano, or like I haven't made pottery in like a year. And I'm really good at it considering how little I've done of it. So for a beginner, I'm pretty good. So yeah, I need to do more of that. And like I was saying, you know, a lot of times it seems like you don't have the time, but yet I've been addicted to this video game where you're organizing a library. It's called like Tidy Library or something. So there's like 3,000 books. And you have to put them on the correct shelves in order. So, like, I did that for 8 hours yesterday. 8 hours. So I'm like, that's too much. So I need to get out of that. Because it has definitely become a habit. And I've realized I actually am a consistent person. But what consistency looks like to me is that whatever I start to do, I just kind of get zoned in and do that. So if I start to play the video game, that's going to become the habit until I replace it with something else. And so I need to develop the habits that I actually should be consistent with. Not just playing video games. Yeah, my OCD like thrives on it. It's become an obsession. And I need the obsession to go back to cooking food, because I haven't been doing that a lot lately. And so it's like I haven't had a sweet potato since like last week, and my plan was to have a sweet potato every day, like something just as small as that. Not eating enough fruits and vegetables or not cooking. I got out of the habit of doing that, so I need to get back into it, because once it's a routine, it's much easier for me to stick to it. But that's also why, like, when I start habits, I'll be good until like the one day I don't do it. And then it's like, you got to start over again. And the starting is hard. So it's also like a habit of not doing certain things. Like I haven't been writing. So because I haven't been writing, the more days that pass where I'm not writing, it's like, oh, I got to be consistently not writing. So yeah, that's just kind of where my head is at and my thoughts going on this week. It's Thursday, so tomorrow morning I will take my 5th shot of the GLP-1, and that is going to be the new dose. So it's going to double, and hopefully that will be good, because the first month was the 2.5, and that's like just to get your body used to it. It's not really supposed to have much of an effect. It's not like a standard dose. It's just to get you to the standard dose. So yeah, I think I'll do good on it, and hopefully I won't have any side effects. The only side effect I've been having recently has been the constipation. I think a lot of that was not drinking enough water, because when I was first on it, I was making sure I got plenty of water, and I was also doing better with being consistent with my steps. And I think the walking for like an hour really gets things moving, which is great. I'm almost at the halfway point for this 30-minute walk, even though it says I've only been 9 minutes. So I must be walking faster because I'm distracted by making this video. But the distance is the same, so the time doesn't really matter. I've already walked for an hour today. And I do need to go work out because I skipped yesterday. So I was like, all right, just need to do it today. At least 3 times a week. Anyway, so yeah, that's where I'm at. That's all the things I've been thinking about. So I still have a ton of video editing that I need to do to catch up, because I've still been taking clips and videos of stuff throughout, just not like full days of eating and everything. So I need to slam all of the videos together, and then I can stay up to date on these daily vlogs. So if you've missed them, I'm back, and I will try to include like more of like a day in the life. I'm showing you everything because that keeps me good mental health wise, and all that. So all right, I'll check in later. All right, I just finished a 45-minute walk outside. I'm all sweaty and gross. I did 2 miles, and I am now starting chapter 18 of the book. It's still going really well. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Anyway, I'm not hungry, so I'm not going to eat lunch yet. I think I'm going to go edit 1 chapter of the book that I'm editing for someone. It's not my book. Anyway, I'm going to do 1 more chapter. I've got like less than 8 ounces left of this to finish. And then I think I will make lunch. Oh, and during the 45-minute walk, my watch said I burned like 500 calories. So that's good. 450 calories, 28 grams of protein, and another 7 grams of fiber. Here is lunch. So I've got 1 cup of some chicken Alfredo, and then I've got a poppy for digestive health. This should help with constipation too. And this actually has like 3 grams of fiber in the drink, and it's just 30 calories. And then I have a Chobani Greek yogurt, cookies and cream flavor. And then I sliced up 4 strawberries. So yeah, that is my lunch. It's good to fuel yourself. I've already done 5 miles walking today, and it is 12:30. I also did edit another chapter, so I'm doing good. My goal is to edit 2 more chapters today. So yeah, I'm gonna eat lunch, watch a show. I've been watching St. Dennis. It's like a hospital comedy show, so if you like Scrubs, you'll like the St. Dennis show. And it's newer, like they've referenced things that have happened within the last couple years, so I was like, okay, it's fairly recent. But yeah, I'm gonna watch that while I eat, and then I'm going to probably take a very small walk. I left it out in the last clip, but I did get a little bit of the chafing at the last part of the second walk, and that was a problem previously when I was doing 10K, when I was trying to do it every day. My shorts are like butter core, so they're really soft, which is awesome. But sometimes they do kind of go up a little bit and I get a little bit of the chuck rub. So I did order some thigh bands and also some arm bands, because I have the same thing with certain t-shirts or bras that I would wear. It would rub against my arm. So I got the bands for both of those so that I won't be getting chafing, and I can actually keep this up every day. I don't think that they will arrive until like Saturday though. So it's still going to be at least 2 more days before I get that. So I will just do my best to not have the chub rub. But I mean, it is what it is. If you don't have anything, one of the things that I have done before is just put some like roll-on deodorant, and then at least there's a little bit of moisture. Or coconut oil is also moisturized, so it should make it easier so your legs don't like stick to each other as you're walking. But anyway, I'm going to go eat. I am not actually really hungry right now. Like, my stomach did rumble, so it's like I should eat. It is time to eat, so I am going to eat. But I'm not like ravenous right now. But I do have enough of an appetite to finish this, so I'm going to go eat it. Probably not going to be like a snacky day, because I feel like having enough protein in each meal is going to keep me full. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so I am done with lunch. It is now 2 o'clock. It's 2:01. Anyway, I did not go on a post lunch walk. I just kept editing instead. So I finished the 2 chapters that I had left for today's goal. So I'm 50% of the way through her book, which is good. So I'm making better timing. But anyway, so I did not finish my soda either. So I'm going to stick that back in the fridge because there's still most of it left. And I am going to go to the gym and get a workout in, and then come back. But I've already met my step goal, so I don't have to do any walking at the gym. But that doesn't mean that I won't. Because I'm doing the Conquer Challenge, and I'm doing the Buzz Lightyear one. And when I looked last night, it was like 16 miles left. So I've already done 5. And then when I do my workout, if it's like an hour long, it converts the workout into like a distance for you, so you can log your workout as well to get further on the path. And usually if I do an hour, it says like 5 miles. So I'm getting pretty close to being done with the challenge. So I don't know. I might push myself to get some more steps in. But we'll see. We'll see. Because I also might just, after the workout, I might want to come home, shower, get in pajamas, and just chill for the rest of the day. But I feel so productive because it's 2 o'clock. And, like, I've been productive the whole day. I don't feel like any time has been wasted. I might have consumed, like, 30 minutes of TV while I was eating. Yeah, so I feel really good about it. But anyway, especially because, like, I just have not been being productive lately. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'll show you my workout, I guess. All right, workout with me. No weight interest. I got 50 pounds static, and this is a 45 to 50 pound bar, so 0 to 50 pounds. So basically 95 to 20 pounds total protein. I don't guys to work without starter. With a relationship. I don't know how many reps I need, so I'm just gonna rest. And then 5 pounds. 2 more. I did 4 reps. 20 pounds. Stand on. And then bicep curls. With 45 pounds in the jar. That's a big total. Okay, now we're gonna do a countdown from 6 down 50 beats. So you put between your legs, you grab, and you do the same thing. Alright, so we're gonna twist it. 4 minutes, with the ball, hold the ball spot for the shot. I think this is a comfort, I should say, home ball. The gym routine is this is the ball. So far, that's just a 9-minute workout, but we're doing multiple sets. We've got that much on hard, it's 160 now. And go on again. Back, back, back. And then that's good. I'm just one more time. Let's simple. You want to push pressure? Oh yeah. Let's do it. 80%. All right. That's okay.
Oh, okay. Next, just finish. We're going to do top ends with you. Alright. What's next? First. To go, go ahead, now, I'm going to put that on this, with the And the process is pretty short on the drum. So it is. Yeah, 4 minutes. I'm going to press turn the 4 number again. Oh. So 40 minutes, 40, then 2 minutes break. So it's 40 more.
Can I get a blushing dragon? I guess the 24-ounce blended.
Okay.
Everything sugar free. I was like, you can't eat like 0 calorie.
We don't have either one of those flavors sugar free.
Oh, I thought you did. Okay, never mind.
I could do the strawberry dragon sugar free.
What does that have in it?
Pineapple dragon free.
Oh, I don't like pineapple. Oh, I guess I will do the Cosmo and Wanda sugar free. And do you know, does the cold foam, does that have calories in it?
I feel like it does.
I was thinking. So no cold foam.
The whipped cream's gonna have a little bit. Yeah, she said it'll have a little bit.
Yeah, I'll just do it without the cold foam.
Well, okay, so if you want it blended, it's going to have calories because it's a cream base.
Oh, do you know about how many that is? Because I didn't know the blended had calories.
Yeah, it gets like a cream to actually blend it.
Oh.
One cup of it is 80, and I would think probably 3.
Oh my goodness. Well, no wonder I'm in trouble. Okay, so.
I know, well, and like sugar-free, like a lot of people try to get it blended without the cream base, but it turns out
It
great,
does,
so I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
It's nasty.
Okay, so, yeah, I'll do the Cosmo and Wanda just with the ice.
Okay.
And then that way it's
Yeah,
like
that's
nothing.
probably good.
Because I know the sugar-free Lotus is like 10 calories for like a cup, and y'all don't use that much in it.
I didn't even think about the cream. It's only 31.
I've been getting it this whole time thinking I was making good decisions.
I'm not up on all that stuff, you know.
Yeah, I did not know that the cream, so I was like coming like every day because I was like, it's like no calories.
Right, yeah.
Crazy. I tracked my calories a while back.
Yes.
And like, I was making sure everything, and you don't realize some of this stuff.
Yeah, because I did not know that.
I didn't either.
Well, I'm glad she told me, so now I know I just gotta get it iced.
Right, yeah.
Oh man.
That's crazy.
That is so funny.
It is.
Because I'm always like, blended.
Yeah.
Now I know why I wasn't losing more weight.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I lost 50 pounds just by some calorie deficit and working out.
Yeah, I just got done with a 45-minute weightlifting. I'm at like 15,000 steps almost.
That's a lot.
I've had to do intentional walking, and I figured out that I have to do it first thing in the morning, because if I don't, I'll get 1,000 steps by the end of the day.
Right.
So it's like, if I knock out the 10K before noon, I'm going to have like 15,000 steps by the time I'm done.
Yeah. See, I did it. I had a bunch of trips this summer, so I was like, I'll lose some weight. Now I'm lost motivation, and I want to do it again, but I'm like, I don't have nothing to look forward to.
Join the Conquer Challenge. It's you get medals
Okay.
for like completing the tracks. Like right now I'm doing a Toy Story one, so you can log your steps at the end of the day, or if you do a workout, it can also convert it, and it's like $35 for a badge. But they mail you a real thing, and it's got other challengers, and yeah, I would just look it up, the Conquer Challenge, Conquer app. It's really fun. I'm doing the Buzz Lightyear right now. Yeah, so that's my favorite little like coffee shop place, and it's usually the same the same set of people are running it. I don't think I've seen anybody in there that I haven't seen multiple times. But yeah, I thought that the blended was just ice for the longest time. So like obviously that doesn't have any calories, but like she was saying, the blended it's like a cream base with the ice, which is really good. But that means that I was having a good 100 calories each time, instead of this, which is what they just gave me, that is less than 10 calories. So I don't log it because the microfactor doesn't have it on there anyway. But I will say, so yeah, I got sugar-free, so it doesn't have any added sugar. And I looked at my added sugar for the day, and y'all did see me eat a bunch of fruit and stuff this morning, but I'm only at 9 grams of added sugar, and I could have up to 28 grams of added sugar. Like that's or maybe it's 24. 24 or 28 is like the daily recommended for women, and I think it's 32 that men can have. You don't have to have any added sugar if you don't want, but you can have some. It's good for you, especially if you're working out as much as I'm trying to do, like as healthy as I'm trying to be. And the other thing I would mention is I'm not working out every day, so I am taking rest days in between. But when I am active, I'm very active. Like today, I'm at 15,000 steps almost. I'm at 450 steps. So I'll definitely be around like 1,600 steps probably by the time I go to bed tonight. Because I probably won't do that much movement around the house. But I might try to get a little bit of cleaning done, and I need to cook. So when I get home, my plan is to maybe chill out for like an hour. It's 4:10 right now, and I've been productive all day, so I feel awesome. Because the only times I wasn't being productive was when I was eating food. So, anyway, yeah, so I'm probably going to take like an hour to just chill, and then I will cook dinner, and I already have an idea for that. There is leftover pasta, so I could just have that again, but I already thawed hamburger meat yesterday, and then my husband wound up cooking the pasta, so we didn't do anything with it. So I need to do the hamburger meat, and I can use it for multiple meals, like different types of meals, but I am going to I just season it with taco seasoning, and it's like the 97% lean. It's like the leanest you can get it is what I have. So that's like the least amount of fat possible is what I have, which is good because the other was cheaper, like the 83% or whatever lean. It is cheaper, but the last time I had it, it upset my stomach. So it's like, this body is a temple. When I go and I eat something that is not healthy, like if it has oils and butters and all of that on it, I get diarrhea the next day. And I've noticed, because I used to have diarrhea like every day, every other day. I know TMI, but like, we're just being for real. And I can tell you, like in the last 4 weeks, I have only had diarrhea once. And that was after eating Logan's the day before yesterday. And then yesterday I had some as well, like my leftovers. I got one meal. I got the shrimp dinner with just corn, like sweet corn and rice. That's what I ordered. And it was grilled shrimp. And of course I did have some rolls, and I had some butter with that. Butter, y'all, is the sneakiest of sneaky calories. It's like 100 calories for like a teaspoon or a tablespoon. So anytime that I use butter, like if I need to cook with it or if I want to have toast or something like that, I literally just run the stick over the item I want to put it on. I don't like knife it off, because that way I can have like 2 grams of butter like on my pan. Whereas when I used to do stuff, y'all, I might put, like if I was making a grilled cheese sandwich or if I was doing pancakes or something, I might do like a big heaping spoon each time I put in like more batter, and I'm just like, wow, it is so easy to get fat. So easy. If you are eating things that are cooked in oil or using a lot of butter. So I don't do that anymore. Everything is like air fried, unless I absolutely have to cook it a different way. But anyway, I am home, so I'm going to enjoy my Cosmo and Wanda sugar-free. Normally it comes with a green apple cold foam, and I can't remember what flavors it is. I think it's watermelon and strawberry or something. I don't know, but it's good. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna drink this and then make my dinner later. Okay, so it is 8 minutes until 7 p.m. I edited a few more chapters of the client's book. So that was really good because that means I'm going to be a little ahead for tomorrow. And that will just set me up for success. But anyway, I haven't ate anything since I checked in last. I still have some of my drink left right here. I wound up editing more because I edited more because I offloaded all of my videos from my phone, and it took like over an hour for all the videos to transfer and then delete themselves from my phone. So, because I was like, you know what I really need to do during this time? I need to edit the videos. Y'all, I'm 60 days behind. And I've got OCD, like actual OCD. And so I don't want to post like today's video ahead of the 60 days prior. So obviously that means that I need to edit them. So what's probably going to happen this weekend for me to get some motivation is, one, I need to avoid the game that I'm addicted to, or my whole weekend will be gone just playing that game. So I can use it as like an evening reward when I've completed all of my duties. But anyway, yeah, I will probably cycle between editing that video, and when I finish editing a bit, like a chunk of it, then when it is rendering, which usually takes, depending on how long the video is, it can take an hour. I will use that wait time to edit. So that way my brain is like switching between tasks, because I'll edit the book and that will kind of be the reward for finishing editing the video. So that is my plan. Y'all, I also have ADHD. And I forgot about the party thing that I've been reminding everyone about for like 3 weeks. So one of the women in choir with me, like the church choir, she has a book release today, or she's having the party today. So obviously I want to go support her. So that is actually happening at 7. So thank goodness that I knew myself and that I would not remember, because I didn't check my planner today. I had an inkling there might have been something, but I was like, no, because I can kind of like picture the image, and I was like, there was nothing on there, because there wasn't, because I never wound up adding it to my thing. But anyway, I set a reminder. I told Alexa to remind me like an hour before the party, and thank goodness, because I had almost started editing the video, so I would have had to stop that, and I don't like stopping things once I'm like locked in. But also I hadn't showered yet from after the gym, so it was super sweaty, gross, icky, whatever. So I showered, and now I'm on my way to the party. She did say that there was going to be some light refreshments and some like arts and crafts type things that we might be doing. So that'll be interesting. I am going to try to limit myself to like one sweet if they have it. and not do what I normally do, which is like treat it like a buffet and eat everything in sight. I did set myself up for success by bringing me this. It has 14 grams of fiber, which will get me to my goal for today. That will get me to over 28 grams of fiber. And it has like 10 grams of protein or something like that. It might be a little more than 10 grams of protein. And it is, I think it's like 200-ish calories, 180, something like that. 190. So yeah, that will get me my fiber thing. I kind of like plan in to eat one a day because it's very, very hard to meet your fiber goals. So like with tonight's dinner, I plan on finally having a vegetable. I plan on making a sweet potato, but I don't know how long this party is gonna go. So I tried to get my husband to make the taco meat, but he was like, no, I'm just gonna eat the pasta. And if this ends really late, I'm probably gonna wind up eating the pasta too. And I've burned so many calories today, I'm not really worried about the calories, which is why I will allow myself to have a sweet, because whatever sweet I choose should be around 350 calories at most. And I've definitely earned that. You don't have to earn your food, but when it comes to weight loss, you do have to take calories into account. But my active minutes for today, like where my heart rate was in the active zone, is 255. So I've probably burnt 1,500 calories through activity today. Is that the case normally for like your average person? No, of course not. Because someone that's not carrying 100 extra pounds of weight is going to have a lot easier time, like say going on a walk. So like the same walks that I did, I burned like 1,000 calories from that between the two. But a normal healthy person might only burn 300 calories with a 5-mile walk. So that is one of the things that when you get smaller, a lot of people are like, oh, well, now I can work out less, or I can do this less or that less. And it's like, maybe. But if you do, you might not maintain, because like you have to burn your calories to maintain your weight. It's got to like equal out. But anyway, so yeah, weight loss is going to be a lot easier as far as the amount of time that it takes to lose 1 pound at a time. It's going to be a lot easier to lose that same 1 pound when your heart rate gets higher doing, the same amount of activity that's not going to do it for you as much at a lower, healthier weight. So if you don't have 100 pounds to lose, you're not going to be burning as many calories as what my watch is telling me I burned. You're not going to do it. Because the effort match is not going to be the same, because your body is going to have a lot easier time like pumping your blood. I went to the wrong place. I went to church. Church is not where I was headed, but I just have to get on this other road anyway, so it's not going to be much difference. But yeah, the other thing to take into account, because I do tend to like let y'all know how many calories I burned at the end of the day. If you are not trying to lose weight, if you are already at a healthy weight for you, you should not be burning or attempting to burn more calories through exercise than you eat. You should not do that. That is called exercise exercise Anna. So that's not good. If you have a ton of fat on your body, that means that your body does have an energy source that it can pull from so that it's not deteriorating and harming your body. So that's the difference. So right now, you know, if I did have the goal, I don't. But if I did have the goal to, like, through exercise, burn every calorie that I ate, I feel like that would not necessarily be disordered, because my body still has the reserves to get the energy that it needs without having health complications. But also, it is easier for your body to burn your muscle off than it is for it to burn the fat off. And so if you don't eat enough, and if you don't have enough protein, then your body will take your muscle. So that's another reason why, even if you do have a lot of weight on you, it is not great to be burning so many more calories, because it is going to take your muscle mass, and muscle mass takes a long time to build. So that is another thing where it's like, I do take a rest day, so I'm not that worried if I have a day where, like, I burn 4,000 calories in a day. I'm not worried, because the next day I'm usually extremely sedentary, so it balances out without being overboard. But anyway, I thought I would put that out there because it's very easy to get into disordered behaviors either around food or exercise. So if you don't have all the knowledge, and I do not know everything, it's going to make it harder to, like, have a healthy attitude towards things. So I thought I would point that out, because if you don't think about all the surrounding factors, then you could see my video and think that that's what you need to do, and that could actually be detrimental for you. So, but yeah, if you're a doctor or something and you're like, hey, you really shouldn't be eating less than this amount for your height, weight, whatever, you can chime in. I'm open to that. I am trying to stay around 1,600 calories. That's what my microfactor gave me to lose 2 pounds a week. I'm not trying to lose a crazy amount per week. I preferably would love to lose 3 pounds a week, because it is safe to lose like up to 1% of your body weight, I think. I think it's something like that. 1% per week is okay. More than that, it comes for your muscles. So yeah, like 3 pounds for me would be a safe weight loss in a week. It would not be a safe weight loss for someone that only has like 30 to 50 pounds to lose. So, and that's something I've cleared with my nutritionist and told my GLP-1 person. So yeah, if I started losing consistently like 5 pounds a week, that would not actually be a good thing, and it would lead to more muscle loss. And I have lost like half a pound of muscle since starting the GLP-1 and eating much lower calories. So yeah, that's something I have to be careful with, which means I have to up my protein so that I don't lose as much muscle, but I'm still going to lose some because that's just how it works. But anyway, I'm here for the party. I am fashionably late by 4 minutes. I'm going to let y'all go. All right. They have healthy choices. I'm a happy camper. I love banana bread. It is the best. I do have a banana allergy though, but there's also zucchini bread. So, and they're small portions, so I love that. All right, I'm gonna make me a little plate. Here's my plate. So here's my estimate. I know that 4 strawberries is like 20 calories. So this is around like 15 calories for the strawberry halves, because it's 3 strawberries. And then I've got about 1 ounce of cheese. These are thin sliced, which is like 80 calories. And then I'm guessing this is around 150 zucchini bread. So that's my plate.
Take a little break. And then I have an exercise I would like you to do at the tables. Because if you hadn't figured it out yet, you will. I would really like to be a teacher. I would like to be a teacher. Okay. Let's see. All right. Let me tell you about the cover. The cover represents the liquid and the water that runs through our body. We're mostly water anyway. Water is a great conductor of electricity. In the Bible, it talks about living water a lot. There's even some references to the ocean holding memory and water holding memory. And so I wanted to represent that in the cover and show that liquid, that water that's running through our body is also running into the stream and back into the body. Kind of giving that everything is connected in the vibe. So I want to start off with something that's very important to me. This book is dedicated to Pudgy. And Pudgy was the nickname that my dad gave me when I was little. And so I was a chunky little kid. And I had a cousin, some cousins, but one in particular, Craig. Craig was like a little bird, and our grandparents used to say, I don't know what's ever going to happen to Craig. He's just not big enough to live. Now, mind you, he's 7. But old big boy, that's me. He's going to be just fine. Old big boy's going to be just fine. And so Pudgy was my name. And so I dedicate this book to Chris, lovingly called Pudgy. You have always been and will always be perfect exactly as God made you. There was never anything wrong with you, only beauty in your tenderness, your kindness, and your creativity. Your softness and your femininity are not just parts of you, they are gifts that have always been cherished, loved, and deeply valued. And I'm sorry for the choices that I made out of fear. Choices that robbed your innocence and left you to grow up without the continuous love and care of your family that you all deserve to share. The pain of that distance was not yours alone. It was felt on both sides. The separation you felt was never real. It was only an illusion created by your fear. You were never truly apart from us, and I love you, all of you exactly as you are. And I added this little verse from Psalms 139, 13 through 19. For you created my innermost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. And that was really important to me, because that spoke to me that whatever choices that I made after I came into this world did not take God by surprise. He was not shocked. He knew all of my substance in my mother's womb. And that was helping me get over a stumbling block of that awareness. I'll read this little introduction just really quickly, and then I'll move on to some things that I have earmarked. And then I'd like to take some questions as well. Paying kind attention, 30 days to awaken your superpower. Within these pages, you will unearth not just a singular strength, but a treasure trove of capabilities waiting to be unleashed. Harnessing the power to command your mind and tune in towards inspiration is inherent in your very nature. While it may seem far-fetched, as humans, our brains develop patterns based on our most frequent actions. What we often consider as benign habits morph into automatic programs that propel us through the rhythm of time and space. And so that's going to be the theme for this, is we have to pay attention to the things, sounds silly, we have to pay attention to the things we pay attention to.
The event, as you can see, it's very dark outside, so it was like a 2-hour event. It's 9 o'clock right now. I've not had dinner. I also did not eat, I didn't eat the fiber bar, but I probably still need to. And I did stop with one plate, and it was like 300 something calories. I think it was like 320 calories is what my app said that it was. I think it was probably a little bit less than that based off of how it did stuff, but I just took it. I was like, good enough. It looked close enough to what my guesstimate was. So it said like 192 calories for the little piece of zucchini bread. And then the cheese, it did like 110 calories. That one I think was more like 80 because I think it was maybe less than the 30 grams. But anyway, and then the strawberries, I think it got accurate because it said like 15 calories. So I was like, that's exactly what I thought it would be based off of, like, you know, me having some for lunch today. I knew how many calories that was. Anyway, I'm going to take it. That still leaves me like 400 calories or something for the day, but I also burned so many freaking calories today that I'm not worried about going a little over, to have my fiber bar, because I do need more fiber. I'm still fairly satiated, but like I do need to eat more. So I'm going to go home. It's very late, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I can cross my fingers and hope that my husband took pity looking at the time and made the taco meat for me. And because it'll be easy for me to make the sweet potato, but I do not want a ground beef when I get home. It's 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. So yeah, I don't want to have to do that when I get home. So if he did not do it, I'm probably going to have pasta. You'll find out in a minute. But anyway, the event's done. I have a separate video for that because it was like 45 minutes that I recorded. There's mindfulness exercise in there, like a full body scan in real time, that sort of thing. So you can check that out. It'll probably be something like mindfulness book event or something like that. So anyway, I'm going to get going. I'm tired. All right. I'm having 1 cup of the chicken Alfredo. That's what was left. It was 202 grams. So it was 2 grams over a serving size. Anyway, and then I am going to have that fiber bar that I told you about, which will get me to my protein minimum. So I am ending the day at like 1,675 calories, 101 grams of protein, and then 30 grams of fiber. So that's excellent. And then I think it was 34 grams of added sugar because of the zucchini bread. But yeah. So I hit my goals. And now I get to see what the ending steps are, because I'm going to do less than 50 steps by the time I go to bed. So I'll tell you what the steps are and also how much it says that I burned today. Okay, so it says I burned 4,545 calories today. Now my basal metabolic rate, so like my coma calories, is 2,000. So basically I burned 2,500 through activity. So that's quite a bit. Yeah, and then I ate less than 1,700 calories, and then so I'm definitely going to lose weight in the morning if I'm not holding on to a bunch of water. But yeah, my activity was, it went away. 200, can you see it now? 255 minutes where my heart rate was like above like 125, so I was like actively exercising. And then my steps is at 16,477, so we will call that 16,500, because I'm definitely going to do another 23 steps before I go to bed. So very good day. Did hit the protein minimum, did hit the fiber goal, and the added sugar is just because I had the little piece of zucchini bread, because nothing else really had any added sugar except for I think it was like 9 grams of added sugar with my oats this morning, and then I think this bar has a little, 6 grams. So that would have been under the 28. So it was literally just the little bit of zucchini bread that popped it over the top. because I don't think anything else I had today had added sugar, unless my Poppy had some, which is possible. We're going to find out. And I still have most of this left, by the way, but I'm still drinking my Lotus. Yes, this had 3 grams of added sugar. So that's kind of my breakdown. I'm going to take it with me, even though I still have a little bit of my Lotus left. It's just a little. But anyway, I was about to leave without getting a fork. I have a fork. I already got it out. Anyway, so that is my day. Let me know how you think I did down below. I'll see y'all later.